Okay, good morning, students. Today class about bacterial infections that is related to integumentary system. Okay, all the best for your first year examinations. You don't worry about second year classes. Okay, 2 to 4 only review of anatomy and physiology of your previous first year syllabus topics, and that's a syllabus related to second year only. Today we are going to discuss about bacterial infections. Okay, bacterial infections. Bacterial infections, gram positive staphylococcus aureus and beta hemolytic streptococci causes bacterial infections. Okay, the bacterial infections are caused by gram positive. We are getting these bacterial infections because of due to staphylococcus aureus and beta hemolytic streptococcal infections. Gravity infection after if break present in skin present. Secondary infection occur if it is followed after already damaged the skin or as a sign of systematic infection or systemic infections. What are the predisposing factors? Moisture, obesity, skin disease, systemic corticosteroids, antibiotics, and chronic diseases like diabetes mellitus increase the incidence of infection. Common bacterial infections. Impetigo. It is superficial skin infection caused by Staphylococcus, Streptococci or multiple bacteria. It involves exposed area of body, face, hands, neck and extremities. Primary impetigo occurs due to poor hygiene and malnutrition. Secondary impetigo occurs due to pediculosis and capitis. What are the common bacterial infections? One infection is impetigo. What is impetigo? Impetigo is a superficial skin infection. Okay, how this impetigo occur? Due to Staphylococcus, Streptococcus or multiple bacteria. Where it involves? It involves exposed areas of body, face, hands, neck and extremities. Primary impetigo occurs due to poor hygiene and malnutrition. Secondary impetigo occurs due to pediculosis and capitis. There's another one is bullous impetigo. Staphylococcus aureus caused a superficial skin infection. It is characterized by formation of bullae from virginal vesicles. They rupture and leave a comment raw red area. Okay, clinical manifestations. Vestibulopustular lesions develop. Lesions are small, red mucus, which becomes discrete, thin-walled vesicles. They rupture and covered with honey yellow crust. They are easily removed and reveal smooth, red, moist surface on which new crust develops soon. Okay. Treatment penicillin, benzathine penicillin and erythromycin. Local treatment, topical ointments like lesions are soaked and washed with a soap solution for removal of crust. Antibiotic solution betadine used to clean skin to reduce bacterial growth in the infected area. Then one is impetigo, then folliculitis. Okay, what is follicle? Inflammation of the hair. Folliculitis is an inflammation of hair follicles caused by Staphylococcus aureus. Folliculitis present in area where friction, moisture, rubbing or oily is more. Poor hygiene, poor nutrition, prolonged skin moisture, tight heavy fabrics on upper legs and trauma to skin act as a contributing factors for occurrence of folliculitis. Infection begins at opening of follicle and extends down into follicle. What is folliculitis? Inflammation of the hair follicle is called folliculitis. What are the causes of this folliculitis? Staphylococcus aureus. Folliculitis present in area where friction, moisture, you know the friction, moisture, rubbing or oily is more. This Staphylococcus causes folliculitis. Poor hygiene, not taking bath, exposed to dust, all the poor hygiene, not taking care of hair may lead to develop poor hygiene, and poor hygiene may lead to develop folliculitis. Poor nutrition, not taking good health like water, food and all those things. Prolonged skin moisture, eppudu skin wet ga undamu, tight heavy fabrics on upper legs and trauma to skin act as a contributing factors. for occurrence of folliculitis. Infection begins at opening of follicle and extends down into follicle. Then clinical manifestations. Small pustules appear at hair follicle and surrounded by erythema. Patient may have slight burning and intense itching and it is tender to touch. Mostly found on extremities, scalp and beard. Hot tub folliculitis. Specific type of folliculitis caused by Pseudomonas aeruginosa and characterized by follicular or pustular lesions that occur 1 to 4 days after being in a hot tub, whirlpool or public swimming pools. Okay, those who are taking bath at hot tubs and these public swimming pools, they will get this hot tub folliculitis in 1 to 4 days. Okay, treatment. What is the treatment? Anti-staphylococcal soap, topical antibiotics and warm compresses of water used for treatment. Lesions healed without scarring. Okay. Then furuncle. First one is impetigo. Next వచ్చేసి this folliculitis. Next వచ్చేసి furuncle. Furuncle or claw, also called as boils. It is cause acute inflammation of one or more hair follicles and spreading into dermis. It is caused by Staphylococcus aureus. Furuncle mostly occur on back of neck, thigh, axillae, perineum or on buttocks. What are the clinical manifestations? Initially deep, firm, red, painful nodule 1 to 5 centimeters in diameter. After few days, nodules change into large, painful cystic nodule. It may drain a purulent drainage. Treatment. Topical antibiotics applied. Incision and drainage may be required. Warm, moist compresses done. Then carbuncles. Staphylococcus infections cause carbuncles. It is multiple interconnected furnicles. Lesions begin as fine mass in subcutaneous tissue and lower dermis. Then it becomes swollen, painful and have multiple openings to skin surface. These carbuncles found on back of neck, upper arm, buttocks and lateral thighs. Furuncle and carbuncles are common in hot and humid climate. Clinical manifestations. Pustules in erythematous area appears. Patient may have chills, fever and malaise. Treatment. Topical antibiotics used. Healing is slow. Then cellulitis. Cellulitis is a localized infection of dermis and subcutaneous tissue. It can be secondary complications or a primary disease. Staphylococcus aureus and streptococci mainly cause cellulitis. What are the clinical manifestations of cellulitis? Already you know in cellulitis in pressure source. In first year in fundamentals of nursing and in other subjects you will know about the cellulitis. Okay, clinical manifestations: hot, tender, erythematous and edematous area with diffuse borders present, fever, chills, malaise, headache and swollen lymph nodes present. Treatment: moist yeast provided. Immobilization and elevation of cellulitis part done. Systematic antibiotics are administered. Then erysipelas. This is superficial infection of skin, primarily involved dermis caused by group of a beta hemolytic streptococci. It appears on face, ears and lower legs commonly. Clinical manifestations: red, hot, raised, circumscribed lesions appears. Vesicles may form over the surface of lesion. It is painful, itches and burns. Treatment: penicillin is usually given. Often hospitalization is required. Then nursing interventions. Advise the patient to practice good hand washing techniques. Advise the patient to early diagnosis of systemic infections. Sterile dressings applied to cover lesion is important. Gloves, wearing of gloves during dressings are very, very important. Patient should take daily bath. Personal hygiene is very, very important. Daily taking of bath. Then cut short nails are very, very important. And antibacterial soap and shampoos are important. Then patient education. What type of education? Already in previous class in dermatitis and eczema class we discussed about what type of health education we have to give. And separate linen towels they have to use, handkerchiefs. Then they should, other persons in the family they should not use that person, those who are suffering with skin infections like that, and they have to take plenty of oral fluids, a good diet, then high humidity and exposure to the sunlight, all those things they should avoid. The regular applications of this antibiotic creams, all those things, and oral antibiotics as prescribed by the doctor, they have to follow. Okay, teach the patient about importance of good personal hygiene, maintaining good nutrition. Educate regarding prevention of infection by hand washing and non-sharing of linen, towels and cloths. Teach the patient to wash linen in hot water. Teach the patient not to squeezing and opening of lesions and avoid plucking of nasal hair. Take prescribed, avoid plucking of nasal hair. Take prescribed medicines daily. Teach about daily bathing with antibacterial soap. Okay, thank you, students. This is about bacterial infections. In bacterial infections, we have discussed about impetigo, folliculitis, and different types. What type of for impetigo, what type of clinical manifestation the client present, then what type of treatment we have to give, and nursing management is important, and health education of the patient is common for all skin infection patients. Okay, we are sending only simple topics for PPT. Up to your examinations, you read first year subjects, concentrate on first year subject. At the same time you note this one also. All the best for first year examinations. Okay, thank you very much, students.